What's going on, everybody? So here we are. We are back at Warframe, and I am going to do a build video here for the Paris Prime. I am actually using the Paris Prime for this video in the background. I've got Biozol and Fusion with me in the video when we're running this tower mobile defense. But I'm going to use the Paris Prime here. My Paris is like level 18 or whatever. It's not fully ranked, but my Paris Prime is level 30. It is ranked. I did the Paris back in the closed beta. I just haven't had time to get it all the way ranked up with all the weapons and everything that are out there. But for the most part, they are built exactly the same. So that's why I'm just showing you the Paris Prime. So let's first start out with the basics. Alright, so I'm going to throw this up on the screen. Boom. There it is, the Paris stats, your basic Paris stats: 5 impact, 80 puncture, 14 slash, accuracy 16.7, fire rate 0.5, critical 1.5 times 20, status is 10%, no magazine, reload of 1. Okay? Simple and easy, right? Nothing wrong. So now we have the Paris Prime right there, okay, and the impact damage goes down to a 3, puncture goes up to a 120, slash goes up to 26. Accuracy is the same. Fire rate is the same. Critical is the same. Status chance goes up by 10%. And magazine reload. And now there's the trigger for charge. Okay, and the charge is pretty good. Charge damage as well. But you can work around that where you don't have to have it charged, and I'll show you how you do that while we're watching this video. You'll see it in the background. So that's about where we're at. So there is a slight variation where the Paris Prime has, as you can see, a higher base damage and a higher charge damage. It also has a faster arrow and draw time than the Paris, slightly, nothing. But that's it with those two. So now you're going to wonder, Paris Prime, if you don't have the Paris Prime yet, where you get the Paris Prime. Paris Prime parts are found in the following: Tower 1 capture with this new setup, this latest update to Warframe. Tower 1 capture will have the Prime grip and the Prime string. Prime grip is like common, Prime string is uncommon, nothing rare here, it's just that. Tower 1 defense is going to have the Prime blueprint. And Tower 1 Exterminate is going to be where the upper limb is located. That's the latest and greatest from what I know of. As far as the Paris, you can buy the Paris in the market, and then just get all the necessary resources you need to go ahead and build the Paris. So, anyway, with that said, now we're going to go ahead and get into the build. Alright, so Paris is a great weapon. I do like the whole bows thing. When they first started out with the Paris, it was awesome. You know, you're like, oh, it's Paris. Oh, yeah, bow, blah, blah, blah. And that was back in closed beta. And then you kind of got disappointed a little bit. But then they brought out the Thunderbolt mod. And then they brought out a significant amount, in my opinion, of bows afterwards. There's been a lot of changes. And if you build them all right, they have slight variations, you're going to definitely enjoy this style of playing. So, with that said, how do we start this up? Okay, so I'm going to throw on my final number right there where my current Paris Prime is at. So I got 18 impact, 750 puncture, 131 slash. I'm running a 900 viral for the elemental mod. Accuracy stays the same, fire rate's still the same. I brought up my critical 2.4 times 20%, and I brought my status up to 28%. Magazines, nothing's changed. Reload's not changed. Charge is still the trigger if you use it that way, and it's 272 on the Conclave as the value. Basic mods. Okay, so I start with a split chamber that's maxed out, 90%. So if you're looking at the video, and sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't, with the split chamber or the multi-shot, you'll actually see, when I fire, you'll see two arrows shoot out almost all the time, 90% obviously. Almost every single time I fire, there's 2 arrows that shoot out. And they're not that far apart from each other, so you can manage to hit the same target 2 times just by shooting the right way. So Then we are going to add and split chamber goes in the V flare and slot that's there. Then we're going to add in Thunderbolt. Okay, Thunderbolt is a max 30% chance to explode. Use this with caution. I don't believe you can actually kill yourself with it, unlike the other weapons like the Torrid and the Ogress and whatnot, Penta that have just come out. I don't know, I've never actually killed myself with the Thunderbolt before, so it's not really good. But, Thunderbolt, this is like one of those must-have mods for this weapon. Like, super makes the weapon super type of thing. Anyway, and then in addition to that, we're going to add just about a max rank serration. So 13 or 14 on the mod value is 150% damage. So when you take the 150% damage, you add in a 90% multi-shot, okay, and a 30% Thunderbolt, you have a very damaging weapon. And we'll add some extra stuff in here in a minute. But if you notice, and this is maybe somehow the way it calculates in the setup, 30% Thunderbolt, but because my multi-shot is at 90%, I'm basically firing 2 arrows every time. That 30% pretty much says that every other shot out of my bow will guarantee that the Thunderbolt will hit, will come out, will explode. And as you can see, almost every time I shoot, there's a Thunderbolt. So it pretty much the split chamber is increasing the Thunderbolt rate, and that's just my opinion. I don't do calculations or anything like that, so you guys can argue with me all you want on it, blah blah blah, and this and that. That's fine. Leave the comments below. But I'm just going with what I see. I mean, it's right there in the video. When I shoot, almost every time the Thunderbolt, the explosion comes with it, and that's just a result of having the split chamber on there. Okay, so serration, split chamber, Thunderbolt. Now you want to make it even more damaging. Okay, you're going to go ahead and you're going to add in more puncture, so a piercing hit card. Okay, I've got mine 25% on the puncture damage increase is just one level. It's 8 out of 9 on the card. I can bring it up if I want to. That's going to require me to format at this point. So this is going to add, obviously, to my puncture damage, which is obviously the main feature of this weapon. In addition to that, I am actually adding a hammer shot mod, so I'm giving myself 60% more crit damage. That's where you saw me go from 1.8 to 2.4. 1.8 or 1.6 to 2.4. What was it? It is a 1.5 to a 2.4 on the multiplier at 20%. Oh my gosh, I'm lost. Help, help. No. Anyway, so yeah, I have the hammer shot on there now. Okay. And this one's pretty cool. I definitely like the hammer shot on there. Sorry. Still, it's 2.4 times 20%. I had to go back and look at my little screen there. And then I'm adding a 40% status chance, okay? 40% chance to proc. So you're basically taking your original 20% status, bringing it up to 28%. It's not a lot, but it's enough. I mean, but you got Thunderbolt, so you're going to blow the guy up anyway. But when you don't, you're proccing him, and that bleed out damage is a nice thing to have a little extra bleed out damage. It's a pretty high, 28% for bleed out. So that's what it is. And then we're using... So that's how I have my damage. Sorry, I'm a little bit off the wall. It's crazy. It's the day before Christmas. Kids running around the house. My apologies. So yes. So split chamber, Thunderbolt, serration. Add in the piercing hit for extra damage, and have on the hammer shot if you want for even more damage. I mean, I'm not worried about adding in for impact. Brought the impact from a 3 to an 18, that's pretty good. Obviously you can't bring it up to where you can puncture. And the slash damage came up with me, but the puncture is where you're at on this versus like the Cernos where you're looking at impact damage, so there's a difference in them here. So then we want to talk about the viral, right? So in one of the other polarity slots is there. I've got an infected clip, all right, and I've got a 60% extra poison damage. So that's 3 out of the 5 on the mod. It's not fully maxed yet, so 60%. I can go higher, so I think 80%, 90%, whatever the max is on that. Which I could if I form it. Okay, and then in addition to that, I'm adding in the cryo rounds. Again, 60% on the cryo rounds. The mod is 3 out of 5. You can bring it up 2 more slots if you wanted to, making it even more damaging, or 90%. So, but based on my build, how I have it with my damage stuff all maxed out, basically, I've got no room to make these cards any higher than what they are. But the viral damage is very effective, and that's just the way I run it. I honestly think out of the elementals, you want to carry viral on something that you have, whether it be your sentinel, which is perfect, the Jin, however you want to call it. I would say it wrong, so I apologize, but it's perfect with that because it comes with a toxic card or a corrosive anyway. So you add in the cryo rounds, and now you've got viral damage. So I've always got viral damage shooting out from that, but I think with the bow, it's nice to have viral damage on top of it. That's just the way I like it. I've already got blast basically with Thunderbolt, so I'm not worried about that. Viral is a nice thing. It gets them confused, especially when you got the guy right on you and you shoot him. He takes viral damage, he gets confused, he doesn't necessarily hit you back. So keep that in mind, especially if they get close up and there's a major mob on you. So that's it. That's how I've got it set up. So the final look will be a little bit like this right here. All the cards, how I have them set up. I've got 1 extra mod slot left, but I've got no room to do it unless I forma again. And I could forma, and I could put in something to bring up my critical chance a lot higher if I wanted to. Yeah, that'd be about it. I'd probably max out the infested clip cryo rounds or piercing hit as well, and then add in maybe the critical chance, bring that critical chance up even higher. And that would just make this thing even more effective. But yeah, that's where we stand. That's the build. I hope you guys enjoy it. Do try it out. Let me know what you think. If you got any suggestions on maybe a different way to build it, let me know as well in comments. This is just the way I play. I'm pretty aggressive in my style, as you've probably seen in a number of my videos and whatnot, and for me it's just how I play, how I like it. It doesn't necessarily reflect how other people build them, so go check out other build videos if you want to compare them. I just play it as I see it and how I like it. I don't actually, when I do these builds and I put these things together, I build them and play them first, you know, my way up to 30 how I want to, and then I'll put it out here like I am for you guys, and then I'll actually go back and check out other videos and see how other people have done it as well. So, but feel free to leave me comments below, and I'll look into maybe swapping things around and seeing how I think about it. But I think for me, this is my build. I'm sure a number of you out there will definitely enjoy it. I know a couple guys from the clan here that have been waiting for this video, so my apologies for the delay, but I'm going as fast as I can. I got a lot of things to get done. So, okay, well, we're going to leave you with a little bit more of this video. It's about 20 minutes, so we'll let this thing finish running. Hope you enjoy it. Again, please do hit that like button if you like this. Comment below anytime. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. It is much appreciated. Stay tuned for everything that's come up on this channel. We're going to have a big year in 2014. Lots of new things coming around along with Warframe and some of the standard stuff. We're going to have a lot of changes coming around, so bear with me, and I'll get content out to you as fast as I possibly can with this whole new content system that's coming through on YouTube, so just bear with me. Yeah, I do this because I want to do this. I don't make a lot of money off it, guys, but every little bit I do make does help, but I will get this stuff out to you regardless of whether it's getting monetized right away or not. It's just the way I am. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Hang out for the next few minutes here while this this video plays out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Lots going on here. It gets pretty hectic, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks again for watching. Much appreciated. See you later. Alright, here we go. So we get through that whole Paris build video there. Now we're just going through the rest of this. So, it gets a little hectic in here, huh? Ran out of ammo there. So, had to put the ammo clip down, but Biozo walked away, so I guess I'll get the ammo. It's interesting how sometimes you do these, even just these tier 1s, and you get 3 defense rounds, or 3 mobile defense points, which is pretty cool. It gets to be pretty hectic, as you can see. Just a little bit of lag, nothing too horrible in here. You can never tell. Oh, I love that Thunderbolt.
Still working on it. Continue to
I made a trade with Apache the other day, so he could have himself a Thunderbolt mod because I had an extra one. I got lucky. I got the accelerated blast out of it, so thanks Apache for that trade-off. That was a good trade, I think. You know, we've run a couple, and he's definitely enjoying the Thunderbolt mod. Oh, and he's also become a member of the clan. So let's see. As I'm saying, that multi-shot on here, it allows me to get a lot of Thunderbolt action, a lot of blast action going all the time. Sometimes it's a lot higher than the 30% with that split chamber on there, because like I said, it's double it's almost double the shot every time. I kind of ran out of ammo. Yeah, ran out of ammo. Grab that one right there. I haven't been running the ammo mutation mods and stuff, and I probably should, but that would mess up my rest of my build, so I can always drop a ammo recharge station on the ground anytime.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
Get out of the ice. All these mods on the ground. Yeah. So that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, fusion. Yeah, let's get out of here. Okay. Just want to get my last shot in there. And I've actually got the, I didn't say this before, but I've actually got the skin running on my Reaper Prime right here. That is the Reaper Prime. And I will be working on a build video shortly on the Reaper Prime, because you asked me to do it, so that'll be coming out. So stay tuned for that. And here we go. I made it out of here. Phew, not too bad, not too bad. Lots of leveling, lots of fun. Actually, let's just get this stuff out of this room. Yeah, like I said in the past, I gotta be honest, I definitely liking this Magnus. Actually, at this point, even more than the Brack. But anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. Try out that build. If you stayed around here long enough, it is much appreciated that you're always liking, commenting, and subscribing. I do very much appreciate it. Until next time again, we will catch you in future episodes. Stay tuned. See you guys later.
Bye.